Pipes that are bound together to create a charge. Now, this model here is in your microwave oven. It's called a magnetron. It's exactly the same as a magnetron. And a magnetron, if you've seen an action of a magnetron, well, I've seen it melt in metal. Well, I wouldn't advise anyone to try and build themselves a magnetron Fabergé, but I have seen it. The Fabergés, so in the classical world, it was thought of being for execution. So they would come along with this big trunk thing and an axe, which is called a labrise, and then they would chop off somebody's head. So it was proposed as an executional thing, but I think that it was an advanced weapon. The elites, they know all about it. The Masons, they know all about it. The Illuminati, they know all about it because it's all over their iconography. There's Fabergés over the Oval Office door. There's Fabergés either side of Abraham Lincoln's chair in the Lincoln Memorial. This is Congress, where they sit and make their laws. 2 Masonic pillars, obviously, because the origins of America was Freemasonic. And the Fabergés. Now, what you notice with the Fabergés is it's wrapped around in like a gold leaf, okay? But they are opposing one another. They're not the same both sides. They're a mirror image. And you will always see this. They're opposing one another because they're electromagnetic technologies and with opposing magnets. If you see in the corner there, you can see a baton. Okay, they're right the way through antiquity as well, generals' batons. Now, I think going back with the scepter and the orb, I really do think that they're symbolic for ancient technologies, electromagnetic technologies. So the Medusa touch. Now, the Medusa narrative is you can't look at a Medusa because you will turn to stone. Okay, just like what happened with Sodom and Gomorrah, when Lot looked back and then she turns to a pillar of salt. Okay, there's some sort of technology with a bright flash of white light, which is not nuclear, because I don't think that they're a thing, but this is a thing. Okay, because we've got one in our microwave oven. Ramped up Fabergé technologies, electromagnetic technologies exist. And they've been using them all along, and they've been using them for hundreds of years as well. The Medusa technology is what it should be regarded as, of the Fabergés. Now, you can see these all over what I call Phoenician architecture. You will see loads of, nearly all of the Phoenician architecture, if you really look, you're going to see a Fabergés. They're absolutely everywhere. Now I've brought it to your attention, you're definitely going to see. So, excuse me a minute, this bloody cursor's pissed off on me. Excuse me. There it is. Bear with me, peeps. I'm in like Flynn.
You do have a right to a jury, and especially if it's indictable. So one of the recent ways was Charlie Staples, who got bashed up by the police during the lockdowns, etc. Never did anything wrong. He was only young at the time, 23, coming up to meet me at Trafalgar Square, got literally bashed up. But he actually took the police beat him up. He did nothing wrong whatsoever, was not violent. The whole thing, by the way, is on video, our own video. And he sacked his solicitor, sacked his barrister, and presented his own case when in front of a jury, right? I was writing the stuff out for him that he had to say to the judge. For the first time in our history, the judge put as a defence, if you believe Charles Staple has been tortured, you must find him not guilty, right? And the jury come back unanimous, not guilty, right? So they basically said the police was lying, they watched the video evidence, the judge was fuming when he see what the police had done, and then the reason why he was on trial was because the police said he had assaulted them, assaulting an emergency worker. If I told you the history of that, everyone would understand that they are literally putting people in prison for absolutely nothing, right? So Charlie won that, by the way, and that's why he's in the High Court getting claiming damages against all of the officers. The right to remain silent. Anyone heard Tommy Robinson? Listen, I don't particularly like the geezer, but he said, I come back and they said I had to speak and I had to say this. If I didn't say this, they would do me under the anti-terrorism law. You should have the bottle to shut up. Do not say a single word, right? So another case, you have got the right to remain silent. Another case recently, again, under the right to keep and bear arms. Guy had an extendable baton. He'd just been burgled. And the police arrested him for having an offensive weapon in a public place, right? He'd never been in trouble in his life. He contacted me and he said, like, I know it was silly. I said, you're not being silly, you're defending your property. So anyway, cut a long story short, all of that case and the right literally to remain silent, the first thing I said to the guy, did you say anything to the police when they arrested you? He said, absolutely not. I said, so you no comment did it? You didn't even give me your date of birth, nothing. He said, nothing.
Let's just do it. 1, 2, 3. We are here. Look how crisp it is. This is 1080p. It's Rise Above. It's Friday night. I'm already losing my voice. Holy shit. My name is Double LMC. Welcome to the Rise Above HQ. It's Friday night. It can mean only one thing. The first thing I've got to do is say hello to my co-star, my left-hand man, Mr. Andy PG.
Friday night, yo. Rise Above, baby. How's it going, everyone?
Mate, look how sick it looks.
Mate,
1080p.
looks really cool.
Right, comment section. We've already got 64 people in. Does it look better?
People have been waiting for this.
Yeah, I've upgraded £50 a month for this 1080p business. 720 wasn't cutting it. It just wasn't cutting it. High definition. Big up the Bristol crew. Kedawami. Hello, everyone. How you doing?
You sounding raspy tonight, Lance.
One sec. Let me clear my throat.
There we
Do you know
go.
what? It was my my appointment with the Coviet Union today. I really had to clear my throat at them. Anyway, that's another story. We'll come on to that soon. So, guys, as you know, you are in the right place. When the Coviet Union takes away your life and there's nothing else to do on a Friday night, what else are you going to do? You can't go to the pub. You can't go to the bingo.
You just got to rise above, yo.
You just got to rise above, turn on the computer and tune in. Big up everyone that is in the comment section. Big up Sensei Lee. Hang tight, Inner Guardians. I've been sharing a lot of your work, very important work from Sensei Lee at the Off-Grid Dojo. Big up Inner Guardians. Hang tight, everyone else, all our regular
70
people.
watching.
Lee Good, 70 people already. We're breaking records. It's this 1080p stream. Believe
Don't
me.
forget, guys, share it. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Let's get some more people in.
Hang tight, Raman the writer. Big up Andy Pandy. All of our regulars, all the Rise Above family.
All the regulars.
Richard Elvis, how you? Fluid Poor Patriot. How you doing over in the USA, mate? Sorry to hear about your strikes and your bans. Anyone that's online that's telling the truth is getting taken down. We all know it. Kedawami, how you doing? Big up the Rastafari crew. Big up the Bristol man. Then what's popping? Alicia, Casey, Carnage. Too many to mention, and we've got loads and loads of new viewers as well. Before we get started, before we get down to anything, I need to point out we are broadcasting right now on Double LMC channel and on Rise Above Live.
For now.
For now. Some people are watching on mobile devices. Some people are watching on desktop computers. Some people are watching on smart TVs.
Some people watching on Schwab TVs.
If you're watching on a smart TV, big up yourself. However, you're missing out. We have a comment section and we've got some amazing people in the comment section. Look at Lee
Best
Gould.
part of the show.
Welcome to the Coviet Union. Anyone can get involved in this comment section. It's totally interactive, right? All you need to do is have your smartphone, your tablet, logged into YouTube. You can send in shouts, you can make requests, you can ask us questions, you can take the piss out of us, you can have a massive rabbit hole assault course with other people in the comment section.
Hell, you can do a full presentation.
Yeah, or you could just come and do a presentation later on. Oh my God. We have got a guest tonight, one of our most intrepid viewers, Wolfie, the Executioner.
Executioner.
He's not just a badass on Facebook who I farm most of his posts every week and show him to you. I try and give him credit. But some of the things that we've been talking about the last couple of weeks, I think he's going to come in and really put the icing on top of the cake.
He's got a lot of imagery,
Yeah.
which Lance has been sharing on our little Rise Above.
I've been giving you little tasters.
Yeah, we've had a few. Look at the background for the show.
Fluid Poor Patriot. I
Tonight.
wish I could smoke one with you, Double NMC. Fluid Poor Patriot. I will smoke one with you over the airwaves. I bet you've still got better stuff over that side of the pond than we have. Big up Captain Buffton in the background.
Salutes.
The Rise Above crew.
We've got our Coviet
yeah, we've
missile
got our
launchers there.
the missile
back.
silos. Yeah.
From,
I tell you what, it's a bit rude. We better invite old
Yeah, let's get Word Nerd
the
involved.
spoken word nerd. How you doing,
Let's
mate?
get him in.
You quiet?
You're quiet. No audio, sir.
Hang on.
There we go.
There it is.
Like my fancy little.
The audio was
Right,
perfect when we're testing. The audio was perfect. I'll tell you what, let's get rid of this backdrop because we don't want to ruin
You know, a
what's
bit of
coming up later
nonsense.
on.
It's the union. Good evening, fellas. Everyone in the comments.
Rocking the aviators this evening.
I am. I have had no sleep, but if I'm brave, I'll take them off later.
Of course you haven't.
So before we get on to anything else, we had a little meet up earlier on, didn't we, spoken word nerd?
We did
you get my
indeed.
YouTube
A very,
over
very little meetup.
Yeah, because although I can't properly talk about one sec, let me do it. Just switch the channels.
What's up?
Although I
Patriot?
can't talk
Good to
about
see you.
it.
What's up, everyone? Yes, mate. Yes.
Fluid Poor Patriot are one of our first guests after spoken word nerd. So yeah,
He was the first guest to interact live.
our first jumping guest on the
sure.
stream. That's right.
Yep.
So yeah,
Sorry, Lance. you were
Ye-
saying.
everyone knows, or most people know, that the back end of last year, I had an altercation with the forces of the Coviet Union. They struck down on me hard, and I've been in limbo for 4 months. And I had a meeting with them today. I had to drive for 200 miles to meet the Coviet Union, pick up a piece of paper, and go back. I can't tell you the details, but here's a video where let me just do a little screen share. Share the screen. Screen share with audio. This one, screen share. Yeah, baby. Here it was. Here we hit.
Spoken word nerd.
As many of you know, Lance, the double LMC, has had an appointment with the Coviot Union today. So I'm just here looking after his comms. And obviously we haven't been able to say too much because he's been on bail for several months. However, he has had his appointment with the Coviot Union today, and I'm expecting him any minute. So we should be able to get a lowdown on what's been on. So big up everyone who's been supporting. We may need more of your support yet. Let's see. It's a beautiful day here in the southwest. And hang on, who's this? Sure, I recognise that one. Here we have him. Lance, the double LMC.
Okay.
Rise above, baby. Oh, that doesn't sound good, does it? Right. How's it going? Let me flip the camera around.
So the appointment with the Coviot Union has happened. I've got a court date. Sat, I'd love to tell you what this is about, guys. I'd love to tell you the ludicrous reasons why I'm going to court, the stupid charges I'm on. But thanks to Word Nerd for being the Defence Secretary today, looking after my comms device. Don't want the Coviot Union to get hold of the comms device. So yeah, 7-hour round trip today, just to be told I've got to come back to court. Turn that down. But guys, tell you what, big stream tonight, 7 p.m. Tune in. We've got a wicked guest, Wolfie the Executioner. We've got Spoken Word Nerd, Magix, Andy, and it's a 1080p stream this week. We've upgraded the stream.
That's it.
Yeah. So rise above. My ongoing battle with the Coviot Union goes on. I'll keep you guys updated. I'll tell you more when I can, as I can. But until now, that's about it. Guys, see you later. 6 o'clock on Rise Above Live. Rise above.
Rise above.
Amateurs, we're like, how'd you turn the camera off? So yeah, thanks very much for coming and helping me today, Word Nerd, because I had no idea whether I was going to be taken into custody again, whether I was going to be in a cell tonight. But luckily I wasn't. I've got to go back and
Back in time for the show.
yeah, I got back in time for the show, just about.
Was it 7-hour round trip?
Yeah, something like that.
Nice. Thanks
Yeah,
for that.
and they still didn't give my equipment back. I still didn't get my camera back.
Big up Magix in the chat there.
Particularly annoying. Oh, where's Magic? Magic's in the
He's in the
chat.
chat.
It's a good job I've got the beard and you've got the hair. Otherwise, we'd look like a Furby between us.
I'm looking in the comment section, and someone just put Godvaj. Where is I want Godvaj? Well, it's not called that. This person who we keep talking about, Goj Vlamst, is his real name. We call him Godvaj. Mila, we will be talking about our favourite YouTube creators later on. But
He's put a new video out.
No.
No. You've seen the latest.
Oh, I
But
thought
he is, yeah, from I mean, he's releasing about one every month. But yeah, he has got a new one up recently. So if people haven't checked out in the last sort of 3 weeks,
And
there
the
is a
funny
new one
thing
up.
is, right, people are already still discussing the correct pronunciation and spelling. And as
He's Flemish, guys.
as legal says, Vag is the correct spelling.
Yeah.
He spells it wrong.
Right.
By the way, I'll tell you something. I was watching one of John Levy's new videos last night, and he was referencing the Vag.
The creator theory.
He called him by his real name.
Nice.
You know what his name is?
Go on.
Wim.
Like
Wim Hof.
Okay.
Yeah.
Flemish. A
Yeah.
Flemish YouTuber.
Little tidbit of information. The God Vag's real name is Wim.
Hats off, respect to Wim.
Wim. Yeah. Okay. So where were we? So yeah, that's what me and Spoken Word Nerd got up to today. I didn't know if I was going to make it back in time for the show. Because 3.5 hours to the police station.
How long were you actually in there?
2 minutes.
Yeah, 2-minute course.
Woman gave me a bit of paper. She said, "What do you think of that?" I said, "That's absolutely bogus." She goes, "Would you want me to write that down?" I said, No, write it down. I said, "That's some Coviot bullshit." I said, "Will you sign it?" I said, "Will I fuck? I'm not signing that." And then I walked out.
Right.
I'd love to tell you what this stupid bit of paper they gave me says, but I could get myself in serious trouble.
Right. Yeah. No, let's leave
Do
that.
you know what I really wanted to do? I wanted to pick up my recording equipment, which they confiscated from me and Word Nerd. And on the show right here, right now, I would be showing you that exclusive footage.
If you haven't already seen it, guys.
Well, no one's seen this footage. This is the footage from my body camera on the day.
Ah, right. I
as
gotcha.
we were
Gotcha.
sneaking. Oh, see, I can't even say it. I did.
Careful.
Right. Okay. Right. So that's what we got up to today.
To be continued, guys. To be continued.
To be continued. So, as always, let's get down to business. This is Rise Above, and as we have sort of already worked out now, on the show every Friday, the method, the medium which governs the narrative is a slideshow, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
A picture
That's how
show.
we do it.
So where is the
A meme presentation.
a meme presentation? Okay, so let me just go back up to the top here.
Show number 15 today, guys.
Yeah, show number 15.
15 weeks we've been doing this for.
15 weeks. Crazy. I remember our first stream. About 50 people tuned in, just shouting at the crappiest webcam. Now we've got a whole platform. Look how many things we've got down here. We've got guests, we've got videos, we've got a whole family, we've got t-shirts, everything. Fluid Poor Patriot, don't slip at Double LMC. Don't slip.
Well, I
Try
mean,
not
it's
to.
good advice for anyone.
Okay, that's the standard good advice. So this is this week's show. Coming up soon, at roughly 8 o'clock, Wolfie the Executioner is going to be doing us a slideshow, linking in so many of these weird, crazy, esoteric topics that we've been dancing around for weeks. And trust me, I'm not just saying that. I know I say it every week. We always go a little bit deeper into the same subjects. It's going to happen. Watch. So that's coming up a bit later. T-shirts. T-shirts, T-shirts, T-shirts. Guys, I have only a small amount of the original Rise Above T-shirts left for sale before I reorder. Hold on.
Yeah, don't forget, guys, different sizes are available, colours.
Right. As you know, Rise Above is non-profit. Although I'm spending lots of money on Rise Above, we don't make any profit. We sold a few T-shirts, right? The T-shirts I have left before I reorder, and there's going to be new designs coming, are we've got every size from small to extra large, all in white and a couple of black here. If anybody wants one of these T-shirts, I'm going to do them a special tonight at £15 each. I want to clear these ones because I want to get all the new designs. I want to get the memes on there. But listen, these are not normal T-shirts. Andy, tell them that these are not normal T-shirts.
Yeah, these are good T-shirts, guys. These are this is good quality material. This isn't from China. There's nothing from China here.
Right, you see when you get a Fruit of the Loom T-shirt, you get a Fruit of the Loom T-shirt, the collar gets stretched out and it feels cack.
It's only got a few washes.
You wash it. What happens after you wash one of those T-shirts? It's not the same T-shirt.
Bobbly.
Those T-shirts with a design on the front, they crease, they come apart. When you buy a Rise Above T-shirt, guys, and let me just move the camera down a little bit. The Rise Above T-shirt is like 20%, 15, 20% of that stretchy material. It's the nice, breathable material. It's like the muscle fit T-shirt, but not like the too skinny one. These are quality T-shirts. Look at the design. And look what we've got coming forward. We've got the new design too. Look at this. I'll sign them. Buff, if people want me to sign them, I'll sign
just
them.
said, are we going to sign? Yeah,
I sign the bag that they go in. I sign the bag that they go in. Maybe they will be worth money, but this is
Especially if you get knocked off by the Soviet Union.
So far, there's about 50 to 60 people sporting these T-shirts around the world. Okay, mostly in the UK, there's a few in the other countries. Let's face it, the T-shirts look nice. They're a cool design. Yeah. We like them. But you know what these T-shirts are? They're a symbol. When you wear a Rise Above T-shirt, do you know what it says? It says
you're resisting.
It says, I know. When you walk down the street with a Rise Above T-shirt on and someone sees that Rise Above T-shirt and they're not just in the mind frame, that's a cool design. I've never seen it before. I don't know what it means, but that's a cool design. If it's not that person, if that person understands what Rise Above is, they're going to go, shit, see that guy over there? The guy with the Rise Above T-shirt? He knows. And I reckon there will be a point in time when the Soviet Union, Lord Schwab's plans, the Greater Reset, I truly believe there will be a period in time where we can look back on those places in disdain. Fluid Poor Patriot, where can I buy a Rise Above T-shirt? At the moment, you can only get them by messaging me and doing PayPal or a bank transfer. We're trying to set up an internet shop so that I don't have to literally get messages, send them out. Fluid Poor Patriot, message me on Instagram, Facebook, or Telegram, and I'll send you one. But guys, Rise Above T-shirts, they look decent. They raise money for the show.
New designs on the way.
New designs on the way. And when you walk down the street, you want to be the person. What's that T-shirt that dude's got? What do you mean? Do you know what that T-shirt means? Do you know what show that guy's been watching? Do you know what show that girl's been watching? They're not on the same level of understanding as everyone else. They watch Rise Above.
They're not slaves.
They're not slaves. Yeah. So guys,
Let me just put the banner on as well, because this is a non-profit show. I don't ask for money. I never will make it a subscription. The show will always be free, but we are starting to incur costs. Yeah, so we're going to get to a point where we need to start getting some revenue to keep on giving you this high quality show. Because now that we're 1080p, this costs £50 a month. £40 a month for the stream. £30 a month for my Adobe for making the videos. So we're on £70 a month already. So we've got some operating costs. And I want to keep making Rise Above bigger and better. I don't want to make money out of it. I just want to provide the best show I can for you. So I'm going to ask a question. Viewers, if you're listening, how would you guys feel if we investigated a portal, a program, a facility where you could, I don't like the word donate. I don't know. Is donate the right word?
Well, it is what
Yeah,
it is.
Donate.
It's a donation.
Donations. People say that Patreon has a bad reputation and it doesn't work so well. Forget Patreon. How would you do? Okay, Work Realist. We thought about this. Do a GoFundMe. I thought this was an okay idea. Some people said it had bad optics. But at the end of the day, if I put on there, Rise Above is a non-for-profit media station. It has pure transparency. All profits go back into the station. If you want to fund this station, I think GoFundMe is all right.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think maybe we should. And hey, guys,
That would be there's no, Patreon discrepancy about if we're getting all the money and all that kind of jazz.
well, I know that Patreon take a bit. I mean, they're all going to take their cut. The important thing is that the money that we get, we'll show you how much we got on the screen. And when we buy something new for the show, you know what it's got. We're not just going to spend it all on Schwab dust and champagne, you know?
Schwab dust and champs.
I might spend some of it on champs. Okay, right. So yeah, we'll have the new design Rise Above Live, original Rise Above design, and I'm also going to be putting some of Virus Man's memes on there. I reckon we'll start with the Greta reset. Thing is,
It's got to be. That's got to be.
we've got to get rid of Virus Man again. He's disappeared. Don't know what's happened to him. R.I.P. Virus Man. Okay, so same old story for the last 3 weeks. We are currently on both channels. Guys, if you are not watching on Rise Above, we're going to be switching over to Rise Above.
You're going to lose us, guys.
So I had some complaints last week. People were watching on Double LMC, and when we ended the stream, they couldn't find the new one. The link for Rise Above Live is in the stream. Rise Above Live has enough views now, you can search it. So please, before I get Wolfie Executioner on, because he'll instantly get us banned, I will be switching over. Telegram. Don't forget about the Telegram. Rise Above Official. Telegram's a monster, mate. Have you
live interaction?
Have you looked in our Telegram group?
It's mental, mate.
It's mental. I can't keep up with it. I write a post, I drop something, and there's like about 100 people going boom, 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 boom.
Just rabbit holes constantly.
Okay, Lee Gold, can you put a link for your contacts? I will. Here you go, Lee. I'm going to put Instagram is the best way because I don't get many messages on there and they don't get lost. 1 sec.
I'm just looking at some of the comments on the Rise Above Telegram page, and it's mental.
Yeah, so Rise Above t-shirts.
Some great memes as
Go
well.
on Instagram, double_L_MC. I accept bank transfers, PayPal, and I've even got a debit card machine, so you can call me up and pay with a debit card. And t-shirts are 20. T-shirts tonight are £15. These are £15 to go. They're normally 20. And then when we got rid of them, we will be getting new designs. Mate, can we not PayPal you as friends and family? Yes, you can. Yes, thank you. Good point. Who dat? If anyone uses PayPal, please send it to me, friends and family, because we are friends and family. I'm not going to stitch you up. I'm not going to not send you a t-shirt. You don't need that protection because otherwise PayPal take it and give it to Elon Musk. It's just not fair.
And let's be honest,
Debit card
he
machine.
doesn't need it.
Yeah, well, you want to see my debit card machine? Where is it?
Daisy Root says, please can you make Rise Above hoodies?
Yes, Rise Above hoodies are coming next. Rise Above hoodies are
Gotta be
coming
on the
next.
agenda at some point.
Yeah, by next week, we will have an actual payment portal where you can go on the website, you can look at what colors we've got, you can just press click, and send it, and it'll be so much better. We're just in that little setup period now, aren't we?
Yeah, it's getting serious. Though.
It's getting serious
Good.
though.
We like it.
How's everyone feeling? Are you enjoying the show so far?
111 people watching. 111.
Boom, boom, boom. 23 minutes
Excellent.
in. At the end of the day, right now, we're just doing the admin. This is just the admin, okay? We've got to get the admin out of the way. Right, so riseabove.news. Don't forget about riseabove.news. That's where the t-shirt sales will be.
Don't forget, guys, we're gonna drop out of the Rise Above page soon.
I reckon we'll drop out when we get to Wolfie.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me just before we start doing the slideshow, I think we need to share that particular video, and we've got a new way of sharing videos this week.
Yeah, it's all changing. It's all upgrading, guys, week
Here
by
we go.
week.
No double play videos. If this video plays twice, I'm gonna literally headbutt the computer. Right, it's Soviet Union time. Let's go.
Boom.
Boom, the Soviet Union. So when we're in the Soviet Union, we might as well change the colours because we've got them all ready to go. There we go. And then we go up here. We also change it to the
Looks
Soviet
pretty
Union.
Soviet to me.
Yeah, it's pretty Soviet. Then we change the banner for the Soviet message. If I'm not mistaken, it's something like this. Welcome to the Soviet Union, comrades. Stay isolated, keep vigilant, inform on your friends and family, win fabulous prizes.
Stay silent.
Stay silent, never question the science, you stupid peasant.
It's settled, guys. The science is settled. Okay, that's it.
The science is
There'll
settled.
be no questioning.
Okay,
Dr.
right.
Fauci
So,
and his Chinese friends.
where's Word Nerd gone?
Oh, he dropped out.
Oh, what a
When-
surprise.
When we
what
had
a surprise.
111 people watching, actually, when I said that, he dropped out.
Okay, right. So, the weekly meme picture show brought to you by Greta. Latest news from the Soviet Union. This is one of the best bit of
So I've been seeing these.
anti-Soviet propaganda I've seen for a while, mate.
I've been
This
seeing
impressed
these
me.
NHS advertisements on bus stops and stuff like that all around our local town, and yeah, this is like an anti NHS propaganda.
Look him in the eyes. Tell him he's got bacterial pneumonia from wearing a mask at work 5 days a week because he was made to believe there was a deadly virus and not wearing the face mask would not protect him and others. Tell him how the government manipulated the statistics, misrepresented them to create fear and panic. It's good. It is good. Do you know what Evelyn says to me every time one of these come on the TV?
Go on.
She goes, look him in the eyes and tell him that making Rise Above was worth it. You tell him it was worth going to those protests. Shut up. It was worth it. I don't believe in propaganda. This is disgusting. Who's falling for this? I say who's falling for it. Everyone is.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. You're killing everyone. Absolute murderers.
Fear porn. That's it.
Yeah. Lee Boy G. Fear porn propaganda. Absolute
all it is.
dirtbags. Absolute dirtbags. What else is there? Okay. This was good.
Everyone's been sharing this. Yeah.
Everyone was sharing this. I think I got 150 shares on this, and I copied it off someone else. This pandemic is by far the most laughable, transparent psyop in history. If you can't generate at least a modicum of curiosity or skepticism about the situation by now, over 10 months in, you are basically an anchor on the human race, pulling it down into a genocidal abyss.
Wow.
I think that's actually.
What else needs to be said? That's pretty.
I think I could have gone harder.
Yeah.
I could have gone harder than that. An anchor serves a purpose to a boat. An anchor actually serves a purpose.
Yes, this
They
is
are
true.
more like a gaping hole in the bottom of a ship, in my opinion.
That's dragging the ship to the abyss, genocidal abyss.
You know what, mate? I just can't get enough of this 1080p. Look how good we look.
Yeah, it's crisp.
Very crisp indeed.
You can see buffed in the back there.
Yeah, you see Buffett in the background, right? What we got next?
Yeah, this is great. This is
This
great.
is great.
It's anal time.
The Schwab team. It's Whitty, it's Valance, it's Hancock, it's Johnson, it's anal time.
Look at Hancock. Look at that face. And that's Lord Potato Head
Do you know the
in
funny
his.
thing, Patrick Valance is like the most normal one out of all of them.
Yeah,
And that's really saying something.
yeah. Chris Whitty is just,
So
reptilian.
multiple masks. How many is this? One sec.
I count 7.
One
I'm
sec.
counting 7. I'm counting the strings.
Right, it's at least 7. At least 7.
Counting 7, potentially 8.
Who's that jumping back
So
in?
is that like a whole pack? Ridiculous, anyway.
Oh, who have we got down here?
I mean, what is this?
Oh, there he is. Look,
There's
we've
Word
got-
Nerd. Yeah.
Word
Oh, we've
Nerd.
got multiple levels of.
Yeah, multiple levels. Word Nerd, how you doing?
It's all right. It's funny. I can game off this internet in a lobby with 145 people, but I can't live stream on a Friday night. It's funny, that, isn't it?
Weird. Very weird.
Very weird.
What?
Yeah.
How many masks can you count here, Word Nerd?
I'm
Oh,
saying
she's got at
7,
least
8.
Yeah, at least 7. 1, 2. Wait, is it one string per mask? Yeah, 7, 8, 8.
Yeah, I'm counting 7,
Yeah,
maybe
7.
8.
Not
Right.
enough. Not nearly enough. She's not nearly worried enough.
So is this person behind her? Look, they haven't got any on. Look at that. If you look behind her, they haven't got one mask on.
unless that's his mask and he's disguised as an
How
Asian man.
inconsiderate. How inconsiderate.
Interesting. I promise
Yeah, I
you, Mr.
often
Gates,
wonder if these are real or if
the
they're
last
fucking with us,
independent
like, hey, love,
business
put-
is in
put
my
8
sight.
masks
Sorry,
on.
word that.
Sorry, mate. I'm just wondering if they're fucking with us at this point. Like, here, love, put 8 masks on. We'll pay you 50 quid, and it'll really fuck with all the truthers. It's going to drive them crazy because it's like, are people really strapping?
Just baiting us.
I wonder. We're in the
Mask
twilight
bait.
zone now.
The most poignant comment I heard was from Lee of In the Guardians. And many people have said it since. He's the first person to say it. He's saying, okay, you've seen how mask zealots tell non-mask wearers that you are irresponsible, you're murdering my whole family.
Yep.
Are we now going to have a pecking order of double maskers
Ah, yes.
doing it to single maskers?
You
And then
read
are we
the
going to have
speeches?
triple maskers, like going down the pecking order?
Because they haven't got enough
Okay.
on.
Yeah.
Well,
like
was
sneakers.
it 2 weeks ago? I had that meme. Put on some more mask, bigots. You're killing my granny.
Yeah.
And they were like 6 masks on.
But I mean, where's the line? Where do you draw the line?
I'm not
Bane
sure I've ever
mask.
said this before. I had a big, long, drawn-out conversation. I've got a friend who may be watching. He watched the other week. Tim. He's a paramedic. I met him at a combat sports show, and we had an amazing chat the first time we met. He doesn't agree with a lot of things I say, but he finds me very interesting, and we chat a lot. And and he was watching the show, and he found it very interesting about the whole sort of are we being asked to wear masks? He's a health professional, he's asking questions but still has to sit on the fence, and it's like, well, 2 masks would provide more than one, would it? But people that from our side of the fence, it's like the whole idea of having this no, this is what I was going to say, this is why I brought him up. Let me say this. He said to me, if you never wear a mask, how do you get in anywhere nowadays? I said, I just say I'm exempt. He goes, what? So you lie and say that you're sick? I said to him, I said, I have no problem lying and pretending to be disabled because people do that every day to get free houses and money. I've got no problem doing it to breathe fresh air. I know that's an edgy comment, but I stand by that 100%. And he goes, well, you're saying that the government is lying about it, but you're lying about it as well. You're lying and pretending you're sick to not wear a mask.
Yeah, sure.
And I thought about it for a moment, and I thought, well, yeah, he has got a point. But at the end of the day, in an age of universal deceit, if telling the truth is a revolutionary act, which will now not just get you shunned out of a shop, it will get you a £200 fine.
Absolutely.
You do have to. You actually have to lie.
Yeah.
But then someone came up and they actually went right into the UK Equalities Act. And do you know what the UK Equality Act actually says?
Go on.
If putting on a mask causes you distress, you are exempt. So I
It's on
said
the
to
government
myself,
website too.
well, taking part in a dark occult ritual, which I know is designed to damage my health, makes me distressed. I'm exempt.
That distresses me.
Yeah, I'm very distressed.
Yeah.
Michael.
Monkeypox linked to penis swelling and rectal pain in
It's not all bad,
ongoing
then.
outbreak. No, it's not all bad. Now, first of all, if you look at the bottom in the middle, this article has been viewed 350 times in 3 hours.
Hold
You see
on,
a 30
hold on. Right, before I forget, there has to be a meme out of this with regards to Facebook profile pictures where people are boasting that they've got monkeypox, just so they've got a swelling penis.
Well, there might be a few of these profiles after the weekend because I think it's Pride. Penis swelling and rectal pain don't normally occur with monkeypox, but a study of around 200 men in London suggests that the symptoms may be common in the latest outbreak.
Again, mate, this is just acceleration of retardation.
Right, new scientists,
And
monkeypox
this is-
linked
this
to
is
penis
just-
swelling.
This relates just to the women.
Nice.
Gosh.
Why do you think
There's got to be a meme
the
in that.
search history would look a bit suspicious as well, searching for images of penis swelling?
Oh yeah,
Why
mate,
do
you
you
should see
think,
my search history.
Why do you think they're going for the gay community when they're trying to push all this inclusivity, but they're really homing in on that it's a problem with? It doesn't really make any sense.
I think it's just because they're running the same protocol as Hyacinth Bouquet. They don't have any new ideas.
They just have to regurgitate the same.
I mean, let's break this down. Let's just assume that this actually happened. That 200 men in London, apparently this happened in one weekend, in Soho, developed the symptoms of bleeding penis, a swelling penis, and bleeding rectal passage. Right now, I've read these articles. The only other symptom was some of them had a single lesion. Now, a monkeypox lesion, I don't know if anybody knows, it's only like the size of like a 5p. It's basically just having like a blemish. Now, these men that all came with swelling penises and bleeding buttholes, they had one. Some of them had one blemish that anyone could have. So, if this really happened, they've blatantly been given like a bogus PCR test, and they've been labelled with monkeypox. The other option is they've
rebranded HMV, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. Totally. The other option is they've just made this up to label it. I mean, is it really true that after like a weekend of a big gay pride or a festival or something in that community that there would be 200 men with bleeding bums and
saw towel holders? Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. But anyway, it says here, as of the 28th of July, let's have a look. As of the 28th of July, the NHS and the US Centre for Disease Control and Prevention and World Health Organization did not recognise rectal pain, penile swelling, single lesions, remember I said single lesions, or swollen tonsils, fucking hell, as monkeypox symptoms. However, on July 25th, the UK Health Secretary added a single lesion or lesions on the genitals, anus, and surrounding areas to the list of monkeypox symptoms, as well as proctitis, anal or rectal bleeding.
Yeah, it sounds like something else to me.
I think something else might be going on here, guys.
I think they're playing leapfrog.
It was strange in
without the frog.
In San Francisco, they declare a health emergency and they cancelled loads of festivals, and then in the same day put out tweets encouraging people would go to Pride. And it's
Yeah,
like,
I think this is all part of the gaslighting, personally. But the thing is,
Meme alert.
I've
Meme
yeah,
alert.
definite meme alert. I have heard normies.
BBC, bleeding butt clot. Did somebody do that?
Yeah. Well, actually,
We've got two of the memeticians on
two of the
on the phone,
memeticians
yeah.
are currently tied up. They're actually on the show right now, so they can't make memes.
Don't tell me that's all I knew, this one.
Yeah, who's still free? Auntie Covia. We haven't heard
Becky
from
S tuned in.
Yeah, Becky S. We haven't heard from Virus Man in ages. I hope he's all right. Okay, so yeah, I thought.
Who's the other one? Who's the real occultist?
Meme Snell, sorry, we've got as well, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got Meme Snow. He's sort of like the new school, but I mean,
Who's-
in
who's the
original.
real
Meme
Oh,
smell.
deep
That's
bait.
scratch and sniff.
No.
Meme snail. like a snail.
No, there was another one. We've only ever had like 2 or 3 memes from him.
Oh, you mean Future Ghost?
Yeah, Future
Yeah,
Ghost,
yeah.
that's it,
Future
yeah.
Ghost is like the ghostly one, and
Yeah,
no one
yeah.
knows. Like,
Yeah.
oh no, I met Future Ghost in the dojo.
Did you?
Yeah, because he was talking.
Have you
and
seen
he
his face?
Yeah, I've seen
Is
his
he
face.
real?
Yeah, he's real. Yeah, yeah.
He's
I
not a
met
digital-
his missus as well.
he's got his
AI.
quails.
I still, I thought Master Lee was still AI until I saw him at your wedding.
Yeah, he just appeared in a hard
Yeah,
like
yeah.
hologram.
I thought he was like an AI, like just a figment of the.
Anyway, we shouldn't talk about this monkeypox too much. We'll probably get taken down. All right, let me just. I don't want to ruin my slideshow here. What else have
We're
we
in
got?
August.
You have stolen my childhood.
I'm feared in every girls' school in this country.
I'm one of the lucky ones.
I just have to get rid of some of these memes because we've been sent some real time memes and I can't just leave them to get cold, right? So back to the subject of swollen penises for monkeypox. Big Barry, not well endowed. It's just monkeypox. Okay, so that one is from Auntie Covia and. Is wait a minute. Was there one from?
Yeah, we got Becky S as well.
Where's that one gone? Is it this? Oh, here
Yeah,
we go.
there we go.
So this one is also on the. God, we're overloading the computer here. This one is from Becky S. So this is a gay pride
My
parade.
anus weeps because of gays.
It's your fault. My dad has pox. Oh, so these are anti-monkeypox campaigners.
Masked up, like, yeah.
Right. Okay. Blaming monkeypox
And this
on
is
gay
the
pride.
alphabet mafia's
Right. Okay.
pride.
Yeah. Sorry.
Great work, Becky S.
Thank you
and,
very
Auntie
much, Becky
Covia.
S. and Auntie Covia.
Thank you, ladies.
Brilliant, yeah. Okay, that's what we love, bit of interactive memery.
I saw a newspaper story this week about trans, non-binary and intersex people.
Right.
I've been put on the list of people who menstruate monthly.
All right, okay. Why not? He's some type of bigot.
The title said, everybody should be able to access the items and support they need to manage their periods. Even if they're male.
Even if it's a simulated period.
I mean, you're not racist, are you?
We live in a simulated reality. Why not simulated period?
I'm on an MRI scan next week, and apparently they now ask men if they're pregnant. They have to procedurally, so I'm waiting for that. I'm just
I bet you
waiting.
can't wait.
Deciduous trees, okay, so that's seasonal trees, and it's green and lush. And not only that, it's covered in what are, you can see that's the boot of Italy, so we're looking at, Algeria over to Egypt. But you will see these beautiful cities all over what is now the Sahara Desert. Here is like Morocco, and it's showing you that there's a giant mountain range that travels right the way across the whole of what is now the Sahara Desert. It was called the Kong Mountain Range, and it's on loads of old maps, but it's not there in the modern day. And not only that, Cosmographia is not the only map that shows you that there's the Urbano Monte map from a little bit later, that shows you the world is just, there's no ice. And what is the Sahara Desert now, which is dust, by the way, okay, was green and lush. But they tell you that anyway. They say the Fertile Crescent, where the Holy Land is, all the way to Iran, which is all now like dust and rubble, like something really, really bad has happened. You can see that by its antiquity. So we got the Iberian Peninsula here, Hola, And you can see Morocco down there, and all of these, what look like Tatarian palaces, basically Gothic by theme maybe, but classical. And they're there, and they're in North Africa. So are they there in the modern day? Well, no, because it's actually like dust, desert. So where's my ting gone? Message. Oh, there you are. Excuse me, guys. So this is a beautiful butterfly azimuthal equidistant looking down at Earth, okay? You're looking down. I'm sure a lot of flat earthers are aware of the azimuthal equidistant, but this is a butterfly version, and it's looking down. But what you see when you look down at the North Pole is this really enormous land mass which surrounds what we think of as the North Pole. Now, there's plenty of people think that there's a land there called the Hyperborean. I don't know if any of you are aware of that, but there were 4 continents that were mapped by Mercator, for example. You know, people like pygmies, you know, literally sort of populating one island.
Mother Earth is built in abundance. We need to return to that abundance. Return to our natural state. Back to the garden. Garden, 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 garden. Back to the garden. Gotta get back there, that's fair. Back to the garden, full time, that's real. Electric energy, self-care. Too many bricks and buildings, like I feel offended. Gotta get back to the way that God intended. But I'm here lost in the senses. Bricks and buildings, ATMs, use planets. It feels so damaging. Now we need cannabis. We should be relying on the earth, not salaries. They made the matrix, changing realities. Abusing families, got us all blocked up. Using cabarets, flus and allergies. Not enough electric food in the battery to straight insanity. Yo, they wanna be like Veg. Wanna sell herbal tea like Veg. They don't wanna eat that junk from Tesco's. They don't wanna eat no more rolls from Greg's. Yo, they wanna be like Veg. Wanna sell herbal tea like Veg. Wanna vibrate high, drink from the bush for the taking. That CMOS on the Rex. Break free, can't break me. What's gonna happen? We'll wait and see. They're taking a piss here blatantly. So now I'm here making money on tea. Now I'm here making money on track, neutralizing the force so that I can relax. Know my role, hit my goal, pointing to the soul that nobody lacks. Like just keep writing, can't stop fighting. So much dark, so I bring the light in. Babylon's harsh, oh Babylon's frightening. When you hear my bar, something's igniting. Electric charge, perfect timing, having it large. When I bring the grime in, I can't stop rhyming. These grime MCs don't say much now, they're all miming. Yo, they wanna be like Veg, wanna sell herbal tea like Veg. They don't wanna eat that junk from Tesco's. They don't wanna eat no more rolls from Greg's. Yo, they wanna be like Veg, wanna sell herbal tea like Veg. Wanna vibrate high, drink from the bush for the taking. That CMOS on the Rex.
Yeah.
But then someone came up and they actually went right into the UK Equalities Act. And do you know what the UK Equality Act actually says?
Go on.
If putting on a mask causes you distress, you are exempt. So I said to myself, well, taking part in a dark occult ritual, which I know is designed to damage my health, makes me distressed. I'm exempt.
That distresses me.
Yeah, I'm very distressed.
Yeah.
I'm exempt. But let's take it one step further. If this was a super duper bad killer virus that really had killed 100,000 people, the worst pandemic since whenever, and masks were the best way to stop it from happening, do you really think it would be so easy for someone like me just to say I'm exempt?
Exactly.
Not in a million years.
They wouldn't have it. You wouldn't have that.
Not in a million years would there be a get out clause that easy.
No,
I don't think so.
I don't know if this is true, lads, because the laws need to be looked at really carefully. But I had a page going round on an email list recently that was saying there's no risk assessments been carried out by any of these supermarkets or any of these shops in order to be even suggesting that people put masks on, unless they've done an individual risk assessment for the risk of every individual person. But I don't know the law.
Well, there's also the bioethics law, which like supersedes human rights, which basically say it is illegal for anyone to force another person to take any kind of medical treatment, whether it is a prophylactic, a preventative, a virus.
Right.
It's illegal. You cannot force anyone to take medical treatment they don't want to.
I think that needs looking into as well, yeah. goes back to Nuremberg. I
Yeah,
believe.
no, that's where it's
Sure,
from.
yeah, sure.
That is where it's
Because
from,
they were doing,
Nuremberg.
the Nazis were doing all the experiments on the Jewish community, doing horrific fucking experiments from
Well, I think it was actually
the mainstream narrative.
I think
anyway.
it was our guest later on, Wolfie, who showed a picture of Guantanamo Bay when some of the first people in Guantanamo Bay were forced to wear masks for an entire year.
Right.
That was their punishment. Kedawame says, my
Right.
mate is on the way to suing an establishment for questioning him and asking him to provide proof. I know someone that got £7,000 the other day.
Really?
£7,000 payout happening.
From who? From where?
A shop discriminated him.
What a
Refused service with no mask.
was this a small single shop or like a
I would
mainstream?
I don't know. I would like to think it was a big chain that they would
Yeah.
have done that to a small shop. I'd like to think that
No,
anyway. So
I had to explain this just today, lads, to someone which says you can ask me if I'm exempt. Anyone can ask a question. That's not against the law. Although
There he
Sorry.
goes.
Sorry, word nerd. All right, we'll carry on. Okay, so next up, Boris. Might sound like a joke, but it's true. I promise you, Mr. Gates, the last independent business is in my sights. People say, when is the lockdown going to finish? Someone said to me last week, when the only place you'll be able to buy is Tesco's and Amazon.
I mean,
That's when it'll be
this
finished.
should say, "I promise you, Mr. Schwab."
Yeah,
it should say, "Mr. Schwab."
Yeah, or it should say, Mr. Gates, the last unvaccinated pensioner is in sight.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to go and get my bottle.
But absolutely, this would be very fitting. Oh, we got word nerd back from the looks of it. Here he is. Let's just get him in.
not tonight. Where did I
Word
get
nerd, there
cut
you go,
off?
mate. Yeah, what were you saying, mate? You can't take it away, sir.
I was saying that you can ask a question. Anyone can ask a question, although it might be rude to do so. But as soon as you cross that threshold and say you need to demand ID, which people have got the idea through the government that that's the right thing to do and what they should do, you have broken the law against the Disability Discrimination Act, even just simply asking to provide ID, because the vulnerable are not supposed to have to identify themselves. It's against
Sure,
the
because
law.
it's discriminatory.
Yeah, and could potentially be used, nefariously, and it's just bad practice anyway.
Sure, yeah.
Even just asking the question, as soon as you cross that threshold, I had to explain this to someone today. You can ask me if I'm exempt, but just because you don't like my answer or because you don't like that I haven't printed the card out that anyone can do from the website, which I'm not obliged to do, you can't ask me to prove it. He said, why? Why are you exempt? I said, well, what do you want to know? You want to know what ails me? That's none of your business. Well, I have to
mean, the
explain that
whole,
now every time I shop.
The whole point is that the people are, it is discriminatory to ask to provide anyone apart from a doctor with your any kind of medical records, isn't it? You shouldn't have to do that.
The best one I heard the other day was a policeman said, "Why aren't you wearing a mask?" And they said, "You are not qualified to ask that question, let alone explain, let alone understand the answer."
Wow, yeah, brilliant. But that is it. That really is it. You're not qualified to ask that
And
question.
let's be real. There's a whole bunch of people for all sorts of reasons.
It's like me walking up to a car that's
autism,
it's got its
people
engine
who have
open and
suffered
there's
abuse.
smoke
There's
coming
all
out
sorts
of
of
it.
reasons not to
And
wear
there's
a
a
mask.
mechanic there.
That you're
And
not
I
going
go up
to
to the
explain.
mechanic. Oh, what's,
Sorry, we're talking
yeah,
over each
what
other.
have you found?
Oh, sorry.
We had a bit
Sorry,
of
mate, I didn't
overlap in there, boys.
Sorry,
Yeah,
mate, I didn't have my
Covid-
earphones in. How rude.
Oh, is that what it was? COVID
yeah,
interference.
go on. Word no. What were you saying?
I was just saying, there's all sorts of legitimate reasons, if we're being real, that a person would not want to wear a mask. There's abuse issues. There's issues of autism and stuff like that, and it's not stuff you want to have to explain to every nosy, Parker.
Every time you go in a
who's
store.
presumptively asking you why are you exempt, and present this card and show that you have some vulnerability. I mean, it's totally inappropriate to be
it's
honest.
like I said,
If we're also
to,
worried about each other. This is gone. This social.
It's like I
fabric.
said
Go
to
on, Andy.
Human Vibration when we had her on the show. I said it reminds me of this little yellow sunflower that we have on our Langlards in the UK to show that we're exempt. It's got a yellow sunflower on it. It's no different to a gold star for the Jews in Nazi
I've
Germany.
had several people make that comparison just out of sheer come on, do I have to identify I felt like writing I have X and writing my medical conditions on my t-shirt. I'm exempt just to get people to leave me alone and walk around the supermarket. Because I've had so many people that were not satisfied until I told them what was wrong with me, and then they backed right off and they go, oh, okay, most of the time. I've had 3 tell me they still didn't care and that I should still be wearing one.
Really?
Yeah, usually the older guys.
Yeah, that's it, sure.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I
if
mean,
we're all worried about each other, then why aren't we,
supermarket.
Go on, Andy.
I always get asked, they always ask me, have you got a mask? And I'll just say no and walk off. But a few times that they have kind of followed me and so
But that
I had
sounds
the
like it's
store
happening
manager
in the
come up
same
to me.
supermarket. Like, surely after the first time, you can assume that person either is exempt or is not going to wear one, and you can't prove they're exempt,
Sure.
and you're not allowed to legally ask. So you have to have
Sure.
some faith in just humanity at that point, rather than just being a dick. And it seems that most people, or a lot of people, sorry, without writing everyone off, a lot of people are just choosing to be rude. I've had to explain so many times that it's, you know, I'm built for this kind of stuff, and it not only upsets me, but it's testing my bloody patience as well. To be honest,
Lance is just pouring himself a glass of bubbly there. By the looks of it.
people who are exempt don't get through whatever it is that ails them by having to explain it to everyone and strangers 3 times a week. And some people are actually beyond capacity to do that.
Yeah,
So,
precisely.
God knows how they're coping.
Depending on what ails them.
Yeah, if it's autism, you'd be having a nightmare if you're not able to communicate properly at the best of times. If you're that on that side of the spectrum,
someone.
You know, it's a nightmare. Sorry, go on.
The best one I ever said was this was like before. I'm a bit embarrassed that I've had to start wearing that stupid red thing that says mask free. I just couldn't deal with all the conflict, especially because I'm on bail. The last one about 3 weeks ago, the guy said to me, I said, "Look, listen, mate, I'm exempt, and that's all you need to know." He goes, "I have got the power to ask you to leave." I said, "Listen, mate, I'm going to talk to you about it." And I said, "Let's go over here." I said, "I don't have to tell you why I'm exempt," but I said, have you ever been a victim of a really violent attack?" He's like, "No." I said, "Have you ever been a victim of a really violent attack in your house, a break-in?" He's like, "No." I said, "Have you ever been a victim of a really violent attack, a break-in in your house in the middle of the night, where a number of masked men come into your house, tie you up, bound, gag you, and put a sack over your head and leave you tied up for 48 hours on your own? Has that ever happened to you?" He said, "No."
Boom.
And he said, I said, "Yeah." And the guy just turned white.
Yeah, I can imagine.
No, that didn't happen to me. And please, if that has happened, no, I'm just saying that's a perfectly.
I know, I was waiting for that.
I will give you my second favourite one. That's if the person's a bit rude. If the person's not so rude, this is what I say. I say, "I'm exempt," and if they say, "Why are you exempt?" I say, "Well, it's a good one. I'm on the autism spectrum. It's not like a bad autism where I'm scared of going out in public. It's a good autism where I have some, the good thing about my autism, I've got really high IQ, so it allows me the benefit of knowing that it's a really bad idea for healthy people to wear masks. I worked that out in 2 weeks. But even if I didn't have autism, I certainly wouldn't wear one of those. It's fucking stupid." I said that to someone as well once.
What are they going to do?
I've just got tired of. I've got tired of it. I've got tired of the conflict. I've got tired of being threatened throughout shops because these people don't know the law.
So what are you doing about it? What's your red thing?
I don't wear a sunflower pass, but I've got like a lanyard that's red and it just says mask free.
Right.
I don't have a card, but I'm going to make my own card that just says I rise above disabilities.
Yeah, nice.
It'll be a rise above exemption card. If anybody wants one, I'll start selling them. Not at a profit. It will literally be the rise above symbol. I do not wear masks. Please don't ask. Rise above. That's it. Bufton's going to start printing this one now.
We'll have one by the end of the show, guys.
And then all you need, if you have the lanyard that just says no masks on it, it'll just say rise above. Just fuck off.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm rise above. Just fuck off. I don't do that.
No, I'm not participating. Anyway, guys, moving on.
They're laughing at us. After the vaccine, I told them to triple masks, and then I said bend over for the anal swab. Drop your trousers, bend over, close your eyes, and think of the Soviet Union.
It's coming. Nanotech. This is a great one. Look at this. Look at this. Just, she's trying to take care of her lungs.
So smoking a cigarette, we know how bad smoking a cigarette is. Imagine, I used to be told how bad it is to smoke pot out of plastic bongs. Imagine cigarette smoke corrosing the inside of that plastic visor.
Yeah, sure.
It's like, how many different toxins do you want? Wolfie the executioner is here. He's running late. Wolfie, if you're ready to jump in and you want to join the chat, bro, you join in.
Or is he just jumping in to tell us?
You haven't had your presentation
or you can
ready
hold
yet,
your
bro.
horses. You can get your presentation ready. We're easy. We're easy. We're ready for you, Wolfie. We're ready.
We're good. We're just having a chat.
Jarbulon is ready. Right.
Jarbulon.
So, what was I saying a second ago?
Actually, can I just interject before we go any further?
No.
While you were out the room,
No interjections.
while you were out the room,
Go on.
in the comments, I think it was Robert Thane. Is that how you pronounce his name?
Robert Thane.
If you go up a little bit.
Big comments from Robert Thane.
If you go up a little bit. I think a little bit more. He's actually put, because we were talking about Guantanamo
Big up
Bay
Larry Gallus.
and things like that.
Dan Geach.
He's actually said that Guantanamo Bay was never a prison. There was never a prisoner there. There never was, and there never will be. So that was a very interesting comment.
I'd like him to expand on
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Yeah, I thought that was a very interesting one. And then you pulled about this Guantanamo Bay prisoners.
Yeah. Friendly reminder, Guantanamo Bay prisoners were forced to wear cloth masks over their mouths and noses 27 as torture devices and bags over their heads. They didn't know if it's night or day. And ear defenders. So they're silent, dark, total. That's MK Ultra. That's sensory deprivation. Well, that's a good comment. Nice. Hello, nice. Welcome to Rise Above. New viewer.
Smokers are not dying from COVID-19.
I saw someone on my Facebook. They go, this is about 6 months ago. They said they weren't a big truther. They weren't someone that speaks out. They're a total average Joe. They go, do you know what? I've just had COVID-19. It's total bollocks. Do you know why? I'm 20 stone. I smoke 40 fags a day and an eighth of green every single day. I've had bronchitis, loads of different. He goes, if just common cold didn't touch me. He goes, on paper, I should be dead. Imagine smoking 40 cigarettes and an eighth of green.
I mean, that's a lot. I smoke about an eighth of green a day, but I don't.
And the rest.
I don't.
Yeah, but 40 cigarettes.
Yeah, I don't smoke tobacco. No.
Jesus Christ. I used to know someone that made a spliff. They'd get an entire Super King cigarette, and they'd put a tenth of pot in one spliff.
Wow. I mean, I used to smoke cigarettes.
They're not with us anymore. They're sadly not with us anymore.
So Robert Thane, here he is. He's in the comments.
Thane,
Robert Thane, can you
boys.
expand on your comment earlier that I saw in the chat about the Guantanamo Bay? There was never any prisoners in Guantanamo Bay.
Right, we'll get that up. Right.
That's a
what is it called? Miles Mattis website. We'll get that up for later. Miles Mattis.
If that's true, then I really wasted some campaign time there, Robert. So I'm quite curious.
Hey, we haven't got to the bottom of it yet. It could be used for something else. Don't forget, Wolfie the Executioner is coming up soon. He is one of our intrepid viewers. And don't forget, the reason he's on is because we're opening the floor each and every week to our viewers, to our fans, to our anti-fans, people that think we're stupid, tinfoil hat wankers. If you want to come on and tell us that we're stupid, please come on. Please come and present a counter argument. As long as you're not chatting out your ass, we will entertain it.
I know you're there on my Facebook as well.
I have been corrected live on air before. It has happened.
So we've got that website up, Robert Thane. We're going to look into that later on.
To my network, because plenty of people come in having a little pop at me over the years.
We're going to have a little chat about that later on.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
We can debate. We can talk.
So we have a Mulhern of the NPC meme, and I don't know the black guy tapping his head, going with a good idea. You know this meme?
Oh yeah. So
who is that guy?
I don't know who this guy is, but it's similar to the.
Well, you know the what if
the green
NPC meme. This is perfect. The NPC meme can't affect you if you have your own thoughts. I don't know about anyone else, but I've used this meme over the years, and when people get offended by it, guess who those people are?
Lefties.
They're the people that don't have their own thoughts. It's not fair to call them lefties. Word Nerd is a phantom lefty or an ex-lefty.
I don't think he's anything anymore.
Proper left-wing people were the ones that had all of their own thoughts. It's the NPCs that don't have their own thoughts. I like this meme. It's making a big comeback. I like this.
Oh yeah,
too.
I saw this.
I love this.
Yeah. What Bill Gates is going to look like after he beat the fuck out of trying to microchip.
Mate, he'll look worse than that. When I'm finished with him, he's going to need a Musk Neuralink to put him back together again.
He's going to leave the crater, mate, before anything happens. He's going to leave the crater.
It's fine.
You what? What did you say?
He had a sense of humor. It's fine. Stephen Hawking
Yeah, he
had
did,
a
yeah.
sense of humor. Apparently, he was at the BBC studio apparently one day, and someone was unplugging all the lights after they were done with a show, and it was like a technician, and he pulled the plug out the wall, and apparently Stephen went like this.
What, they pulled the plug out the wall in the studio?
That's really funny.
Shut up! He can't do that. He's
They pulled the plug out the
paraplegic.
wall, just
Oh,
frozen
Lance
down
is
at the end of the day. And
Lance is
apparently
actually pulling the plug out of our headphones here.
As you said that, I
the
just
absolute
pulled the
living daylight
earphone.
out of this technician.
Do you remember my meme about
He used to run over people's feet as well. He didn't like them. He run over their feet. Sorry, I'm ranting about Stephen Hawking.
Do you reckon
he used to run over people's feet?
that chair, though? Do you think he's even control of the chair? I don't.
Maybe not.
I've
no.
got my own theories about Stephen Hawking.
Ooh.
What, Bill
Have-
Gates is in control of the chair.
Do you remember the meme that I made?
The chair is in control of itself. Oh,
Maybe
mate,
Stephen
God,
Hawking
God,
was
God,
actually the original Bill Gates.
Let me put it this way, right? And I'm not going to go too much of a tangent here, right? Throughout our lifetime, Stephen Hawking has been heralded as the #1 mind on planet Earth. He's not just the cleverest man on planet Earth, although his IQ is only 160, which is pretty average, the same as Gates. It's no 245,
Yeah, yeah.
like Renier, yeah? He is the smartest man on Earth. They wheel him out, smartest man on Earth. He writes the book, The Theory About Everything. Here's the problem. No one has heard this guy talk for decades. Right? Now, I know people think I'm a stupid conspiracy theorist, but I'm going to say this. If you were a bunch of occult Satanists that like to mock the rest of the world, I've got a funny joke for you. You tell people that the greatest mind on planet Earth has a debilitating disease where he cannot communicate. No one can see any mannerisms from him controlling the words that come out of that computer.
No.
Anyone could be saying it. Now, here's the other thing. You know the thing he's got ALS?
Yeah, yeah.
You know he has outlived the oldest living person with ALS times 2.
Wow.
Usually they don't live past 23,
Yeah, that's
24.
right, that's right.
He lived to his late 50s. If we want to do a Jamie on this later, you can look at pictures of this guy throughout the years and watch him get younger. I personally think that this person was replaced at least a dozen times.
Wow.
To perpetrate the idea that because let's face it, if you want the bastion of science to give out your mainstream science and you want 100% control of it, who is easier to control than a vegetable in a remote controlled chair?
Who literally physically can't do anything about it.
And he went to Epstein Island.
Wow.
Anyway.
And he did, yeah. I mean, what are they doing? Throwing them in his lap? I mean, fucking, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, what's he getting out of it? So Greta says save the world.
Of course she does.
Fuck off, Greta. So I couldn't think of anything funny though. Just tell her fuck off. This is good. This is good. What's a conspiracy theorist? Oh, what, no.
Oh, yeah.
What a conspiracy theorist, says the man bending over with a mask advisor taking Chinese anal swabs up his butthole.
Yep.
And the other guy said, no.
He's got the
Right.
back of the anal Schwab administer's jacket there. They've got the triangle.
Do you reckon this guy
The
is,
eye.
you know, the film They Live? Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that,
yeah.
is that who is?
I reckon it's got to be.
It's got to be. Right. No. I'm not taking credit for this. I don't know who sent me this. Where I found it. Guess what? The actual translation of the English word swab is into German.
Schwab.
Schwab. So I hate to keep going on about this. I hate to keep saying it. That I've been telling you for months that Lord Schwab
Wants to put nanotech up your butthole.
Is it a coincidence that his surname is literally Swab?
Schwab.
Is that a
Always
coincidence?
gives you away.
He wants to swab your rectum with Schwab dust.
So let's think about it in like an Anglosphere, an English-speaking equivalent. Someone of the global elite having a surname which translates to something like, I don't know, Cotton Bud. All right, Madam Cotton Bud. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like it's not normal because we've had this conversation. How many Schwabs appear in absolute high-level oligarchy, high-level banking? These are not normal people. What does Fluid Poor Patriot say? Schwabalubba ding dong.
Nice.
Larry Gallus, come on.
That's what happens. Too much YouTube and Epstein lap dances. Wheelchair voice interface Dalek.
Larry Gallus. Oh, Larry,
Oh no, you won't have the T-shirt yet. I only posted it a few days ago. I have posted your T-shirt to the Philippines, bro. Please let me know when you get it. Okay, so now we get into the glorious cure. Remember,
Lance in the comments. Dot Cotton.
Dot Cotton.
The cotton bud.
Dot Rotten. Okay, so glorious cure time. Vaccine side effects, how the body responds, and why being ill after the jab is good. So the Express is very reassuring. This is for the 1st of February, because obviously we know that the glorious cure is particularly effective at euthanizing people in nursing homes.
Sure.
Right. They say vaccine side effects, however the body responds, and why being ill after the jab is good. Vaccine side effects. Many people are concerned with growing reports of people falling ill and even death after a vaccine. Experts claim this is predictable. It's actually a good thing. I'll just read that again. Many people are concerned with growing reports of people falling ill and even death after a vaccine. But the experts claim this is a predictable outcome and it can actually be a good thing. It's what happened.
Can actually be a good thing.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, you know, we talk about editing the timeline. Someone showed me the screenshot of this 2 days afterwards and they'd taken the word death out.
Really?
Just like they did with Captain Tom's
Yeah, sure.
story. Where's Magix?
He's in there. He was in the chat. I saw him earlier.
Yeah, this is weird in the corner.
Probably done some weird rabbit hole, mate.
Yeah, so look, all your favorite dark occultists are taking the jab.
Got your man Elton John.
Elton John and Michael Caine.
They said sensible celebrities were being used to endorse the vaccine. Sensible celebrities.
I'll tell you what, poor old Harvey. No sympathy for this bitch though.
However, no mother should have to go through that.
No mother should have to go through it, but if you want to jump on every bandwagon,
oh, of course, yeah,
you want to be a media whore when you don't need the money.
Yeah,
you don't want to. You know, at the end of the day, her son has. I have no idea what caused his condition. He's quite severely disabled.
Yeah, they said it's an allergic reaction, didn't they?
Allergic reaction? No. I mean, how he got like that in the first place.
Oh, right, yeah, of course.
I mean, I don't know what his condition is.
Yeah,
it looks like he's got autism to me. Some severe autism, some severe learning difficulties.
Yeah, he's definitely got some mental disability.
You know, I'm not an expert, but
yeah, we don't pretend to be experts.
We don't pretend to be experts, but like, you know, why are mentally ill people and disabled people at the top of the line for the vaccines? If someone is like Harvey, right? Let's look at Harvey.
They say they're vulnerable.
Harvey is vulnerable. He doesn't look vulnerable to me. He weighs 20 stone. He's not weak. He hasn't got a bad immune system. He's not dying, is he? The kid is strong.
He's a big guy.
He's a big kid. He overeats. He's got mental illness. I mean, again, I might get shot down in flames here. I don't see why someone with his condition is more fitting to have a vaccine. Is it because they wouldn't, because of their mental disabilities, they wouldn't follow social distancing? I don't know. But all I know is she soon took that Jab Army t-shirt off. I wonder how much money she got paid to wear that.
Jab Army.
I wonder how much she got paid. Yeah, her and a new fella, all over the mainstream, all over the tabloids.
T-shirts.
Jab Army. Go and get your jab. It's the right thing to do. 2 days later, Harvey's serious complications, serious allergic reaction, very, very ill. Let's have a look at some of the comments here.
How sad.
But this is, it's very sad, and we don't want to. One sec. Media whore love that word. Yeah, she is. It was probably the Gates spear. He's blind as well. Yeah, the poor kid.
Is he actually? I didn't know that.
Yeah, oh, right. So he's got Prader-Willi syndrome, which is, I do know a little bit about that. Prader-Willi syndrome gives you extreme learning difficulties and you can't stop eating.
Right.
I don't have any idea why that would make you more susceptible to COVID. No autistic child should take it. Yeah, some people. Listen, Jim has a vaccine damaged child who was on last week.
Right. Oh, really?
In our group, well, in my group of friends online, I have 5 parents with vaccine damaged children.
Wow.
and they know it's from a vaccine. So when these people come up and say you can't say that about autism, I just say, what would you like to see? Because one of my friends, he's a cut man in the combat sports world, and he made a very harsh comment to someone, and I won't name him, but I'll repeat the comment. Right? Someone said anyone that suggests that vaccines cause autism deserves this to happen to them.
Right.
And this guy said, you tell that to my 14-year-old son who barks like an animal and shits in a nappy all day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Powerful stuff,
yeah,
guys.
Powerful stuff. And we're not saying that vaccines do that to everyone, but hey.
No, but there are numerous accounts, and if you're a parent, you know when your child changes, and there's countless
Hey,
accounts.
last year they changed the law so they cannot say that vaccines are not linked to autism anymore. Anyway, we've got to stop talking about this. This will get us taken down.
So Clara here, she's saying that her child had a fit 5 days. This is one of
we're
my
really
old
sorry
friends
to hear that, Clara.
from years ago. And I know, she's saying that her child had when he was younger had a vaccine, and he had a fit 5 days.
In the
after.
Guardians, my sensei says to me, he trains
Big up,
children.
Clara. Hello.
He's been training children in martial arts for years, and he says to me, in the last 10 years, the difference that he sees in the children coming through his class it is a world of difference. I say, what do you mean? Are they less bright? Are they more conforming? He says they're just totally different creatures. He says the vaccinations. He goes, I've been teaching kids since the 80s. Now they have so many vaccines. He said they're just dead. They're dead behind the eyes.
Zombies.
So Deb Allen says Katie Price will probably. What do you mean probably? The book's probably already finished.
Yeah, it's probably ready to go.
Yeah, big up Harvey. You reap what you sow. Not his fault. Poor little bastard. Right, let's move on. Well, I say move on. This is even worse. Do you know about this?
Wow, I haven't seen this.
So this woman here, 28th of January, she's a nurse in America, 14 weeks pregnant, and I'm fully vaccinated. Get the COVID vaccine to protect yourself, your baby, your family, patients, my community, rah, rah, rah. And then within 2 weeks, miscarriage, and took it down. Now, obviously, let's be real. Nobody knows if that miscarriage is because of the vaccine. I would hasten to say that having a vaccine at 14 weeks pregnant might not have been on the advisory list. Am I right? Am I wrong? Depending on the vaccine.
Well,
Again, we're not experts, guys.
we're not medical, but it doesn't sit right, does it?
Well,
Not
hey,
medically true.
everyone's swimming in a sea of information.
You can't eat peanut butter or certain things, but you can have a shot in the arm.
Mate, the Pfizer insert was telling the guys that were being tested with it to freeze their sperm before the testing and not impregnate anyone for 30 days afterwards.
Really?
Yeah.
Aye. Yeah, make sure
It
you don't have
doesn't
sex
matter.
after it for 28 days. Not that there's
Doesn't
anything,
matter.
going into your genetics or anything.
99.7% of scientists agree with the people who are funding them, so doesn't matter, does it?
That's it.
People don't realize how much of a big issue that is as well, because like in America there are stories. It's probably more behind the scenes here, like everything always is in Britain. But in America, wherever all the bullshit's right out in the open, there are doctors where they get a little pen every time a pharmaceutical company gives them a little benefit. They get a free pen with it because they've recommended X, Y, or Z. And there are guys, and they're just like pens, like lined up all behind them. And they're like, because they're getting little kickbacks off the pharmaceutical industry.
Yeah,
and that's always more.
you know
underhanded here.
that
It's
you know
probably him, but
GPs in this
crazy
country are
in
the same,
America.
mate. You know
That's
GPs
just
in
what
this
I'm saying.
country
It's just more
get
underhanded. You don't see it as much.
£12 per jab. Like for an NHS GP, £12 per jab.
Right, and how many people, if they're being honest with themselves, have I've had countless stories of friends who have had various problems in either mental health, where it's like, oh, you should just take beer.
Michael.
That full freedom of navigation and trade is part of the Acts of Union, and that enforced your common law right to be able to travel to any of the dominions of England or Scotland. Right, so you don't need it. Is anyone aware that I've been on a yacht, 87-foot super yacht, right? Some guy in New Zealand who used to live in Yorkshire went out to New Zealand, made his money out there, not fortunes, but he made enough, sold his business, and then they brought in lockdowns. And he'd had enough of it. He said, I ain't having all this lockdown. So he was literally at a thing with people like us and said, I'm going to buy a yacht. He's never sailed in his life, right? I'm going to buy a yacht and just leave, right? So the bloke went, my mate's got a yacht. He said, how much does he want for it? He said, whatever it was, right? And he bought it off him. Never sailed in his life, got on a yacht. Do you know what the first thing he said? I don't need a passport to travel, right? And he's travelled, so far he's travelled all around the world without a passport. Guess what? It's your common law right not to have a passport. You can travel within any common law jurisdiction in the world without a passport, and he's proved it, right? Only place that got funny was India. Everywhere he goes. And everywhere he goes, he says, I haven't got a passport, I don't need one. I'm the captain, this is my vessel. I'm pulling up. India tried to stop him getting water and food. And he basically said to him, that's a human rights abuse. You can't send me back out to sea. And they said, right, here's your food and water. Foxtrot Oscar, and he did, right? But my point is, he's gone all around the world. He's now sitting in Portugal, and hopefully we're going over to America on an Atlantic crossing, again, without passports. So you're just going out there and saying, I ain't got a passport, I've got the right to travel. It's a common law right. And that's one of the reasons why they couldn't lock you down. But no one knew this during COVID.
Word, power and sound. Every positive movement, every conversation, every connection, every seed you plant, ripple. Don't let anyone ever tell you that one person can't make a change. Bullshit.
On the dawn of a harvest sun, are we speaking the truth in the sharpest tongue? Feast on a rabbit, served with a garnished lunch. We got the hardest puns. Mind master, trust your ability. NPC is an IQ deficiency. They're living in mental captivity. I'll never submit to these bloodline dynasties. On the dawn of a harvest, crops are sown to trade corn with the farmers. Sometimes I want out of this nightmare society, like I was born with the Amish. I've got the formula mastered, claiming our power, there's more to be harnessed. I'm no ordinary artist, try wage war, I'll be forming the armies. QRANOX, that's Equinox. Our essence is infinite, not confined to meat suits or Tesla bots. On the night of a harvest moon, on the dawn of a harvest song, we're telling them welcome to the Equinox. Welcome to the Equinox.
On the night of a harvest moon, I take flight to the farthest tomb. I meditate in the darkest room by the candlelight until the spark exhumes. On the night of a harvest, I see a silhouette hunter hold up a carcass, and he heartbeats a target, and blood trails the ground like red carpet. On the night of a harvest moon, so sacred, silk on an ancient loom. Hooded robes in ritual rooms, grey all night from yesterday's moon. On the night of a harvest, farmers emerge and they set up a market. It's all business regardless, where your loot is bought and sold and bartered. QRANOX, that's Equinox. Our essence is infinite, not confined to meat suits or Tesla bots. On the night of a harvest moon, on the dawn of a harvest song, we're telling them welcome to the Equinox. Welcome to the Equinox.
On the dawn we glance to the east. We ain't scared of the mark of the beast. Performing sacred rituals, nobody but a shaman and me. If they wanna take me out, they better come with at least 33 Schwabi and Fleet. Cause I won't go quietly, they're gonna have to do more to silence me. That's the irony, lost in this messed up society. They wanna force their views on our offspring, teaching our children that gender's non-binary. This is social engineering to try fulfill transhuman agenda. Al Gore better come prepared, cause I ain't in the mood to be censored. QRANOX, that's Equinox. Our essence is infinite, not confined to meat suits or Tesla bots. On the night of a harvest moon, on the dawn of a harvest song, we're telling them welcome to the Equinox. Welcome to the Equinox.
I'm a freelance quantum gardener with a homemade combine harvester. So when I see your crops wilting, I got the organic rod that will harden them. This realm rotates in cycles in counter-rotational Solomon spirals. Masons build towers like Eiffel and vortex points to drain your vital. Simulacrum to appear cyclical, toroidal electro-spiritual. The holosphere projects physical, the manifestational synergy's mythical. We got problems, parasitical inside this torus field is critical. Henceforth mankind is pitiful. Rise and shine, please explain.